According to a survey conducted by the Society for Human Resources Management, SHARM, 72% of employees ranked opportunities for career advancement as one of their top influencing factors in job satisfaction. We all want to grow, and now we have to figure out, what does that look like? What does growth look like? Hi, and welcome back to Reflect Forward. I'm your host, Kerry Siggins, and I'm so glad you are here today. Please excuse my rough voice here. I'm just getting over a little cold and I have a frog in my throat, but I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you before I take off for Europe. I'm headed to Germany for a big trade show that we have over there every other year, and I get to see my European team. It's going to be so much fun. All right, the topic today is how to accelerate your career. I'm often asked how I became a CEO at such a young age and how I've been able to grow my career and create success for myself. And so I wanted to share a little bit about that today because it's really important. I think we all think about success meaning that we have to climb the corporate ladder. And what I found in my almost 18 years of running StoneAge is that climbing the corporate ladder doesn't necessarily equate to success. Success is not just about money. It's not about a title. Success is about how you feel. Are you enriched in your work? Are you providing value? Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Are you doing work that gives you a sense of purpose? That to me is what success is. It's not about climbing this corporate ladder, which I think so many people are obsessed with or focus too much on, and then find that they're really miserable when they get to a certain level and they realize, I'm not doing work that brings me joy. So I think this is really important. And it's important to a lot of people. According to a survey conducted by the Society for Human Resources Management, SHARM, 72% of employees ranked opportunities for career advancement as one of their top influencing factors in job satisfaction. We all want to grow, and now we have to figure out, what does that look like? What does growth look like for me? Is it moving into management? Is it learning new skills? Is it becoming more specialized? Is it becoming more generalized? Those are all very personal and individual journeys based on our strengths, our talents, our goals, where we are in life. While a lot of us also look at security and stability in our jobs as really important, the true measure of success lies in continuously expanding our skill set, seizing opportunities for advancement, and position yourself as the go-to resource within your company. When you prioritize personal development, strategic networking, and making impactful contributions, you pave the way for a much more fulfilling and rewarding career journey that transcends this idea that I have to climb the corporate ladder and that success is really only about making money. No, it's not. It's about being indispensable in the workplace. It's about having joy in your work and having your job be aligned with your talents and your strengths so that you feel like you are doing your very best work instead of constantly working on things that you're not that good at and maybe might only ever be mediocre at if you really put a bunch of time into it. So that's what I want to talk about today, how you can accelerate your career. And these are the things that I've done and that I've seen work here at StoneAge. So the number one thing to do is get stuff done and be easy to work with. If you want to be indispensable at work, you have to master these two traits. Being highly productive is really important. We all are here to add value to our customers. Without our customers, we would cease to exist. And every single one of us plays a role in helping provide that value to our customers. So you need to be able to get things done. You need to be able to prioritize your workload, and you need to be able to sit down and focus and move the needle. Everybody's looking for people who enjoy getting things done and who have the capability of getting things done. The second important trait in this first one is fostering workplace relationships. Those two go hand in hand. If you get things done but leave a wake of destruction behind you, you're not going to probably grow in your career. You'll be topped out at some point. We all want competent people, but we also really want to work with people who we like. So you need to strive to deliver that balance. How do you get high quality work done on time while maintaining this collaborative and supportive demeanor within the workplace? Being known as someone who gets things done and who collaborates effectively with others, you will be indispensable and you will be tapped on the shoulder for another opportunity. 100%, that is what I've seen. Everybody in StoneAge who is good at getting things done and who is easy to work with, who is working on their collaboration skills, being a great teammate, they go far in their careers. The second thing is to avoid gossip and complaining. Gossip and complaints poison the workplace environment. It erodes trust, it damages relationships, and it's just all around not healthy. And we are all guilty of it. We all get frustrated at work. We can get frustrated with a coworker. We get frustrated with our boss. We get frustrated with the situation. And sometimes it feels good to vent. But really, what we do when we engage in that negative talk is that we focus people on the wrong things and it just gets everybody all agitated. Negativity begets more negativity. You can't be negative and expect positivity to come out of it. Doesn't mean that positive things can't happen when you focus on solutions and finding problems, but it's all about your mindset. If you gossip and if you complain, you are going to not be tapped on the shoulder because leadership is looking for people who wants to help solve problems, who shows up with that positive mindset, who isn't afraid of the challenges and doesn't talk about the company, their coworkers, and their bosses. So instead of engaging in negative talk when things get frustrating, focus on maintaining that positive and professional demeanor. Be someone who uplifts others, who fosters that culture of respect, and address concerns constructively and directly. Don't talk behind people's back. I love how Scott Snyder put it. He was on a podcast of mine a couple of weeks ago. He's the president of the Exit Planning Institute, and he said, make sure you're delivering the mail to the right address. And that means that when you're giving feedback or you're addressing a situation, that you're talking to the right person about it. Gossiping behind somebody's back is not delivering the mail to the right address. It's causing more issues in the workplace. And it really, honestly, it demeans your own professionalism. So demonstrate professionalism and integrity by steering clear of the gossip and the complaints, making yourself a trusted and reliable colleague. People will notice, I promise. The third thing is to focus on continuous growth and learning. Right? Being curious, learning, seeking growth opportunities, that is how you expand your skills. That's how you make it known that you're interested in learning new things, gaining new knowledge, and becoming more of an expert in what you do, whether that's in your role or in your industry. So I recommend that you stay abreast of industry trends and developments, be proactive in seeking new challenges, raise your hand if you want to take on something new, even if it's scary, you're going to get outside of your comfort zone. Always look for ways to learn. Read. Reading is so incredibly important. Read books, read publications, read things that stretch your thinking, that teach you new things. If you want to learn a new skill, invest in yourself. A couple of years ago, I knew that I wanted to do more public speaking and I was okay at it, but I knew I could be better. So I hired a speaking coach and she helped me take my speaking to the next level. That is learning and that is growth. And it was really uncomfortable. I would have to get up on Zoom and give her my speech and have her critique it. And it was really tough, but it was so incredibly powerful and a way for me to invest in myself to help me get better at what I'm going to do. And that impacts me in all different areas of my life, whether it's talking to people in my company, trying to affect movement and change in my industry, or giving a keynote to hopefully change a narrative of how capitalism is working and why employee ownership can help fix that. So invest in yourself, invest in growth and learning. Number 4, excel in your role. Whether you are a specialist with deep expertise in a particular area or a generalist with a broad range of skills, you really need to be good at your job. So dedicate yourself to mastering your responsibilities. Practice. Get good at your job. When you get good at your job, you are 100% are going to get tapped on the shoulder for a new opportunity. And when you get good at your job, you find more purpose and meaning in it. Practice and mastery leads to purpose. Whether through deep specialization or versatile proficiency, being a generalist, being exceptional at what you do will make you indispensable to your team, to your organization, and it will help you accelerate your career. And then finally, build a strong professional network. Who you know matters. Building a strong professional network is absolutely essential for making yourself indispensable in the workplace and for helping you navigate different opportunities. So cultivate those relationships with your colleagues, your mentors, industry professionals, your leadership team. Look for ways to collaborate and advocate for yourself throughout your career. When you build that robust professional network, you expand your influence and visibility from within the organization and from outside of the organization, which means that you will get tapped on the shoulder for new opportunities. People will call and say, hey, Would you maybe be interested in this board position? Or would you be interested in this new role? Would you be interested for taking this new project on? It is absolutely important that you have a strong network so that you can lean on people when you are looking for new opportunities and so that you are visible so people see you and tap you on the shoulder for new opportunities. So those are the things that I've really done to help accelerate my career growth. And it really requires standing out and consistently adding value, whether that is through unique skills, by being helpful, by being great at your job, by providing value to your customers and your teammates. When you hone in your essential skills and you become really helpful, when you maintain a positive can-do attitude, when you are committed to continuous growth and learning and curiosity and cultivating your skills, you not only solidify your position within the organization, but you propel yourself personally and professionally. It's so important. Just remember, becoming indispensable and being really great at your job isn't just about job security. It's about being a driving force of innovation and success, both for yourself and for your organization. All right. I hope you enjoyed that podcast today. I will leave you to your day, and I look forward to hosting you next week. And if you like this podcast, please share it with a friend, write a review, go on YouTube and subscribe to it or on your favorite podcast platform. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.